Welcome back, everyone. Michael here with Offshore Citizen. I'm going to give you an update today on the impending changes to the Portuguese Golden Visa program. This is important for anyone who is interested in taking advantage of the program. I'm going to go over what the changes are, how they might affect you, what the timelines are on when you need to be in before in order for that to, for you not to be affected by those changes. And overall, just give you kind of an update because I do think it's one of the better programs out there. Before we do that, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, nail the notification bell, hit the all notifications. Really appreciate your subscription. We're trying to grow the channel. If you'd like help with subjects like where to relocate, how to do international tax optimization for yourself, either by staying in your home country or relocating, setting up offshore companies, getting residencies, citizenships, opening bank accounts, etc., please reach out to me. You can book a call, calendly.com/Michael-Rosmer. There's a link in the description below, or send a message through our websites, offshorecitizen.net and offshorecapitalist.com. Okay, so originally they had announced that they were going to implement changes to the Portuguese Golden Visa program 6 months into the year in July. They decided to push that. The reception was not too positive because probably there's a lot of people who were going to kind of miss out on what they would like. And so they extended it till the end of 2021. So January 1st, 2022, the following changes are coming into effect. First of all, the areas that you can purchase property in is changing. Right now, you can buy in Lisbon, Porto, everywhere basically. Higher costs in Lisbon and Porto, but they're going to be eliminating those in some of the coastal areas. So the only areas you'll be able to buy in for real estate are Madeira, the Azores, and the interior of the country. Okay, so that's the first change, is that where you can buy will change. And obviously, you know, the liquidity of those markets is somewhat different than in Portugal, so in Porto or Lisbon. So your ability to get in and out, your ability to understand the prices well, is probably going to be lower. This being said, there's some great projects in places like Faro, etc., that are interesting. So you may want to take a look at those. For self-managed or for fully managed properties that you don't have to deal with and give you cash flow or whatever. As well as, of course, you have access to buying all over. And actually, like Madeira is a very beautiful island, so that's something else to consider. The second thing, which to me is a big disadvantage, is they're raising the minimum investment amount for the fund option. Okay, so the fund option is currently 350,000 euros. And honestly, although some of the funds I think are not so good, some of them I think are actually quite a good option. I've done some videos on that in the past. You can go and check them out. But they're raising it from 350 to 500,000. So that's a pretty big jump, right? Almost a 50% increase in the overall cost. And so, if you want to get in, you'd better get in sooner, which brings us to the next question, which is how soon do you have to be in order to take advantage of this? And the answer is you have to have it submitted before the end of the year. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't mean you can start the process before the end of the year. Realistically, in order to be able to do that, there's a bunch of things you have to do in advance, such as actually making the investment. And there will be time, let's say you're buying a piece of real estate, the process to find it, close on the deal, etc., is going to take some time. So because of that, I would highly recommend that people who are interested start. Probably you should try and get started by October at the latest. So in the next, 3 months would be when you'd want to be going into it in order to take advantage of this, because it could make a pretty big difference in the amount that you have to invest. This is an amazing program in the sense that, you have minimal stay requirements. You're able to invest in like actual good investments, not nonsense. You're in a situation where you get visa-free access to the Schengen zone as a result, ability to live in Schengen country, as well as it leads to citizenship relatively quickly as compared with a lot of the European countries with relatively minimal requirements. So I think in general it's a great program. If you would like help to identify, you'd like referrals to good realtors who can help you find properties that aren't a ripoff, or good projects that are well managed and well constructed, etc. Or we'd like to share with you kind of our research on what we consider to be the best funds, etc. Please reach out to me. You can book a call, calendly.com/Michael-Rosmer. Again, link in the description below, or send a message through our websites, offshorecitizen.net, offshorecapitalist.com. Other than that, if you have any comments on it, you have questions, put them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Follow me on Twitter. and I'm going to look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.